Oh, hey. What is going on? Hey, this is cool. So I figured out how to use the feature on the YouTube app itself. So let's see. We should be good to go now. Let me check the thing real quick on my channel. Alright. Okay, yeah, we're live now, finally. Jesus. Finally live. Cool. This is awesome. So let me go ahead and load up the... it does show me the little pop-ups on the phone of... Oh, yeah, and it's in HD too. So, hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. I had some technical difficulties. I was trying to use the... I'm using my Note 5. I still have my Note 5. I can't afford the Note 8 right now, unfortunately. We got a lot of exciting things happen. Oh my gosh, they pop up so quick. I didn't even get to see them. Got a lot of things happening, and hopefully things are going to change for the better in the next few months. So I have some exciting things happening, and I don't want to share them just yet because they may or may not happen. I'm good. How are you all? Like it? Thank you very much for the kind words. Let me just read it from my little computer here. My little HTC Chromebook here. Okay. I'm good. Bangladesh. Holy crap, that's very far away from me. And no, you were not first. Where's your hair at? I got rid of it. It's gone. I am prior service, so I tend to get rid of my hair whenever I don't like it anymore. Thank you very much, gamers. You look better with hair. Man, I don't know. Hey, Potato. His name is Josh too. See, I like that it shows the comments on the YouTube app. This is my first time doing this, so this is kind of exciting. Missing my videos. Okay. So, AJK. 1 second. Let's talk about this. I had a 3-bedroom apartment with my own space dedicated to recording videos. And before that, we were renting a house that had 3 bedrooms, and I had space dedicated for videos. And so it was pretty exciting having a room that I could have all my... I don't even have my lights. I've got my tripod near the kitchen table. I don't have... My lighting's terrible. Everything is I'm really regretting moving. I liked having 3 bedrooms. I liked having a room dedicated to it. So I'm going to my room, and I'm like, okay, so what? Where can I put all my stuff and still have room to walk and do things in our bedroom? And so going from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom was a big change, really big change. Because I threw away my old table because I had it for years. And it was actually a kitchen table, so I got rid of it, and don't have it anymore. Don't have the kitchen table anymore that I used to record videos on. I want to get something white so I need to get better at like color stuff. Like some of my videos will look like really pretty good. Some of them will look very yellowish. I want to get better at that. So I really hate living in a 2-bedroom. It really does. I'm actually still using the Sony 4K camera I got back in 2012. Still using the same laptop to edit videos that I got in 2012. Still using my Note 5 because I can't afford to upgrade to the Note 8. And I still have my 6P even though I got my replacement, and my replacement sucks. So I'm going to get another one. Apparently if you do it a third, right now they're doing pixels. So I might be getting a Pixel here soon. Thank you very much. I am excited to have 200. Like 200,000 is a huge number, and that's why I really can't wait to get back into all this. And 200,000 people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people on standby waiting for new videos. And I'm like, okay, so do I move my kitchen table and set up over there And then whenever someone wants to eat, I gotta take down my lights. I gotta put my tripod down, put my camera up. I got, like, it's just, there's not enough space, and it sucks. Like, I wish I had my own space for this. It sucks. Is that a cat? It's a cat. It's a stinker. She's a stinker. Oh yeah, you love that, don't you? I thought about stealing my daughter's room because she's only in there when she's sleeping. I thought about stealing my daughter's room and setting up an area, but she's got animals like she's a hamster nut. She's got some hamsters and guinea pigs and stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out where I can, what area I can steal, or maybe like, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of room, so. Hey, looks like the YouTube live thing, the Xeno dude, your comment got hidden. No one can see it but me. So that's pretty awesome. Hey, well, Nicholas, holy crap, man. How have you been? Fiber, we do have Gigapower coming. AT&T had about 10, 12 trucks lined up on one street, and there was massive manpower. And I asked one of them, I was like, hey, what are y'all doing? And he was like, setting up fiber, and I'm like, you're what? come again. I didn't hear you. You're what? And I could show you actually. The fiber is installed here. We're just waiting on AT&T to make it go live for everyone to use. So we do have fiber. Right now I have Comcast, and it's not fiber. My camera's fine. My camera's fine. I just gotta learn how to do white balance and crap that I've never learned how to do. Unless you're talking about this camera being poor. This is my Note 5. It's freaking 3. I've had it for 3 freaking years now, pretty much. When did I get the Note 5? Let's see. What would Josh do? Note 5 unboxing. I got my Note 5 August 2015, so it's a little over 2 years. It feels like it's been a decade, though. Any questions? Any suggestions on QR code generators? I used to use those a while back because I'd want to, like, not have to type a long link in. Christopher, I cannot afford the Note 8 right now. I cannot afford the Note 8. My Note 5 is just going to be my phone until freaking something gives. I can't do the Note 5. I can't. Or, I'm sorry, the Note 8. I'd love the Note 8. I had a Note 7. I bought it with a credit card. And then, it freaking had the issues where it was like, your phone is going to explode. Return it to the store. No. And, just charge it at someone's house. You don't. Just kidding. No, I got rid of the Note 7. So there's a deal where you can get like the Note Trader, like you can get the Note 8 if you got the Note 7. But when I go to do it, it says this offer's already been claimed or something. So it's and $400 is still a lot of money. You don't understand. You have no clue. Like if any of you have a lot of bills and you're looking at how much money you have and going, that's me right now. So no Note 8 for now. No Note 8. I mean, everyone wants me to get the Note 8, and in my YouTube thing on youtube.com/wwjoshdew, on the top right, you'll see a little PayPal thing. If you want me to get the Note 8 really bad and you can help me get it, dude. It's been there forever. Like for at least about when I moved, so about 6 months now it's been there. People are like, dude, get the Note 8. When's your Note 8 videos coming? Why don't you have the Note 8 yet? Dude, you don't have the Note 8? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, dude, if you want me to get the Note 8 and you can help me get the Note 8, there's a freaking link right there. Are you rich? Hell no, I'm not rich, man. I'm beyond rich. I feel so far from it, dude. So far from it. I had a job that paid pretty good, but I couldn't keep doing it. It was too hard on my body, and it was too hard on me to to continue doing it. So I got a job that paid less, and now it's not fun. What cell phone? I'm currently using the Note 5, Dawn. Why aren't you unboxing new devices? Because I don't have new devices. I don't have them. Like, I could make videos on little things, but I've got this really cool speaker, and wow, I got this really cool speaker, but I'm like, do I really want to make a video on this? I'm gonna get, oh yay, another Bluetooth video unboxing, another Bluetooth speaker. I'm like, this one's really, really cool. It looks awesome. It sounds good. I like it. But it's like, I know people are gonna be like, oh, it's another Note 8 video, another one, or another Bluetooth speaker video. So like, the videos that like got me a lot of views were, a lot of people liked them. I didn't mean to say views like that, but like a lot of attention was my rooting videos, which nowadays, rooting a phone, I rooted my Nexus 6P right before I sent it to repair. I'll read your comments in a second. I rooted my Nexus 6P, and I installed a couple things, but I'm like, then I had an update, and if you have a Google device, a current Google device, you know you get updates like every month. And so, you know, all these updates are like, hi, we can't install, and I'm like, okay, do I want to back up my phone, sync it to the cloud, flash it stock, install the update, reroute, restore, sign back into stuff that you can't have restored and that your login's there. And it's like, it's just so much of a pain in the butt to root for, like, and for me personally, like, what are you going to use it for? I mean, you could back up stuff. I mean, a lot of the game hacking apps I used to use back in the day for hacking, for having fun and giving yourself 1 billion coins don't even work with the newest versions of Android. So it's like, for me, root is not worth it anymore. So don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I had a Note 3 or a Note 2 or a Nexus 5, oh, I would have root. If it was a Nexus 5, I'd have Franco kernel, because that's about the only way you're going to get good battery life out of a Nexus 5. Don't get me wrong, I would totally root a phone if it was an older phone. But my Note 5 got 7.0. My Note 5 still gets updates, like it got one last month or something. And every time it gets an update, I'm like, oh, thank God I haven't rooted yet. Because that would mean I have to wait for everything to upload after I've backed everything up, wait for it all to upload, and then flash stock, update, restore, or reroute, restore. Just so much work to maintain root. And the other thing that got me a lot of people liked was my unboxings of phones and stuff. And I like unboxing new phones. But about 2 years ago, my wife got laid off from her job, and the income I was getting from YouTube was strictly for YouTube. I'd get, you know, a couple grand or something, and it would go, okay, let me go get the Note 5, the Nexus 6P, let me go get all these new phones with this money, and it was basically all getting tunneled right back into where it came from. And it was an awesome cycle that I was so lucky to have for a little while. And then when my wife lost her job, that was no longer buying new phones and stuff for videos, so it started paying the bills. And once it started paying the bills, then the only thing I could unbox was stuff that got sent to me for free. And now it's stupid low, and I can't even, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Anyways, I thought you were getting phones from vendors. No, I've never, the only company that's ever been awesome, and I love you, LG, for it. My wife still uses her G6. I love you for it. LG is the only company that has been like, hey, would you like to review a phone? And I reached out to HTC about a year or so ago, and they were like, check back with us next year or something like that. Like, check back with the next release. And personally, for me, I don't want a phone that they're going to be like, hey, you have 1 week with this phone, then ship it back so someone else can review it or something like that. Like, I don't want that pressure. I want to have a phone that I can do whatever I want to do to. I can flash it. I can do whatever I want. It's my phone. I can do whatever I want with it. Instead of like, oh, I've got 1 week. I got to do as much as possible in this 1 week and then send it back and then make my video or something. And then if I send it back and I'm like, crap, I didn't cover this. I didn't cover that. Like, I don't have that phone anymore. So I can't, no, that's not fun. And if given the opportunity to review something that I had to send back in a week, I would probably decline it. I mean, I don't know, probably not decline it because I'd want to unbox it and make a couple videos on it, But as far as doing like a full review of having it for a couple weeks and getting, you know, to know it really well, no, I haven't. The only company that sent me anything is LG. They're the only company. They've sent me the G6 and I believe the G4. They sent me those two phones. And like I said, my wife's still using the G6. Absolutely loves it. I'm using my Note 5 because my Note 7 went back to T-Mobile because it was because it had the issue with the battery exploding. And I'd love to get the Note 8, but I can't afford the Note 8 right now. I'm looking at comments, and so my Note 5 died. Upgraded, unlocked S8, and used it on Sprint. Nice, dude. I mean, the S8's, you know, it's a slick phone. From the moment when I've been to the T-Mobile store and played with it, like it was a cool phone. It was really awesome. I definitely would get it if I could get it. I'm stuck with terrible internet. And they have FiOS, all due to monopoly for small business. That sucks, man. I'm sorry, Mike. That sounds terrible. I was in a similar situation. So, I was living in a little city outside of Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. And I was like not even 10 full minutes away from Google Fiber. Not even 10 minutes away from it. Not even 10 minutes. And you saw fiber trucks go down 23rd Street. And if any of you are familiar with Kansas City Independence area, you know 23rd Street's a really long street. And they would come down, up and down that street. And you're like, man, come on, just come to my house. Just come to my house. Just come to my house. No. Independence would not allow Google to do that. So I moved 10 minutes away. Like, I think 11, 12 minutes. And then I had fiber for 4 years. For 4 years, I had fiber. Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. Are you gonna do the Note 8? No, I've already said the Note 8. I can't get the Note 8 right now. I can't read your username because it's in Japanese, but thank you. Upgrade your camera. These comments are hard to like. I wonder if there's a better way to see these comments. Like, my 11-year-old son. Hi Alex, thank you for watching my videos, and hopefully in the coming months there'll be more of them. I can say that I might be moving again. Timing is very, very unfortunate, but I was contacted, and the company that's is not here, and I have to move. So it's if everything goes as planned, it's gonna the next few months and beyond are gonna be insane. Like, you have no clue. This is like I was telling my wife yesterday. I was like, I got emailed about 2 weeks ago from a company, and their timing couldn't have been worse. I love this company, but their timing couldn't have been worse. Like, I just moved here in June, and I just moved. Like, we just moved. And then this company wants you to work for them, and they're not here. They're far away from here. So it's like, okay, so back in May, or before May actually, like April, okay, so my second channel, youtube.com/wwjoshdew, like unicorn du, that's my second channel if you don't know that exists. youtube.com/wwjoshdew. When you have some time, go there. I believe I posted a video of my neighbor's truck getting stolen. I posted both of my break-ins. Like, it was just a really bad area. Had to get out of there. So we're like, where do we move to? 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 And so we decided to move. Just left Missouri completely, and now and then I get contacted not even 2 full weeks ago. It's like, hey, we want you to work for us. It's nowhere near where you are right now, but there's a whole lot more to it. I don't want to go into details because it's I actually fly out there soon to do more stuff with that, and I will disclose more information. And believe me, in the next few months, you're gonna know what company it is because I'll be you'll see. Anyways, let's go back to this. The guy that said hi from Japan, it says your comment was retracted. I don't know why. I don't know. So yeah, Sean, hi. Hi to your son Alex. Alex, thank you for watching. Using the Note 5. It's hard to read these comments. Like some of them I've already read. Okay, the vendor's comment one from Dawn. What cell phone do you think is going to be best in 2017? Gonzalo. That's a hard one. I'm excited. I wish I could get my hands on the Note 8. Like if you've been watching my videos for any time now, you'd know that I got the Note 2, the Note 3, the Note 4, the Note 5, the Note 7. Like I love the Note phones. I'm using my Note 5 to live stream this whole thing right now. So I love the Note series. Like I really do. A lot of people are like, like the S, one of the S's, like the S5 or something. Like it was a terrible phone. The battery life sucked. Everything about it sucked. And I bashed it. And everyone was like, "Oh, you're a Samsung hater. You're a Samsung hater." It's like I love YouTube, man, because there's so many ignorant people out there that watch one video and they just assume what type of person you are. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I don't hate Samsung. I don't hate HTC. I don't hate any cell phone things. All of them have their positives and their negatives. It's saying very bad connection, but I don't have a very bad connection. Let me pause internet to my Wi-Fi cameras real quick. I have two drop cams, a Nest, and another one, and they're all using up my. Let me show you. I can show you real quick. Devices. People. So I can just show you this real quick. Look. Let me see if it'll pull up in the stream. There you go. That's the network right now. For the freaking, let's pause the Wi-Fi camera access. There we go. Let's do 30 minutes. And now the stream won't cut out. Oh, it keeps saying bad connection every once in a while. All devices paused. Okay, here we go. Let's get back to these comments. If you're rich, how many mobile phones do you have? Hey, Prince. I have a Note 5 and a Nexus 6P. That's all I have. That's all I have. And my NVIDIA Shield portable. But I don't have a tablet. I've got 2 phones and my NVIDIA Shield portable. I'm not rich. My wife has the G6. My daughter has the G4 Plus. Gave the G5 to a family member who needed a phone. Yeah, I don't. My Nexus 6, my dad's using. My Nexus 5, my little brother's using. Like I literally, I don't have them anymore. Yes, people are supposed to get a discount if they purchase the Note 7, but like when I click the link, it says that the offer's already been redeemed or it's invalid or something like that. And I don't have $400 to throw at a computer monitor anyway, so it's a moot point. It's a moot point. Because I came in here now. Dub Space, we've talked about where I've been and what's why I don't have the Note 8 and stuff like that. So it's been a couple different things. Lease from T-Mobile. Mounder, you don't understand. My T-Mobile bill's already a little over $200, and if I was to go get lease a phone through them, that would be an extra $30-something a week or a month on my phone bill that I don't have right now. You don't understand. I don't have that. Lease from T-Mobile, the price is too damn. Yes, thank you, Miss Wingy 4981. Yes, the price is high. It sucks. George Fickery? Yes, dude. This is You know, I moved and then I took a job, and it's been a series of events. But I have a new job, maybe, that I'll talk more about. Like, he really, really wants me to work for him, and I will talk more about that later. But let's just say things are gonna be so much better in a few months. Like, literally, like this could all happen next month, and then you'll see. You all will see. Everyone will see. Everyone will see. Lease the phones. I already said that. There's a thing called slow mode. It's okay, gamers. I'm trying. Why don't you review cheap things? Oh, come on. I'm a note lover. Yes, I love the notes, okay? Samsung's made some bad phones. Samsung has made some terrible decisions, but I like the Note series. I like the Google phones too. I like a lot of different phones. Is there a way to make this chat thing bigger? Like, I want to just pop it out and see the whole thing. Let's see. Look at this. I have to scroll this little area right here. It's fun. Lease phones, this thing called slow-mo. He's back. Like adapters, not just phones or speakers. It's me, Mike. Thanks for the suggestion. And for those of you watching right now, if there's something reasonable to get or make a video on, let me know. You know, I have a little 2-bedroom apartment, and I'll have to like film my kitchen table or outside or something, but I'll try to make it happen. So go ahead and you know, you can either leave it in a comment and I'll try to filter through everything and see it later, or you can email me. My email is stupid easy. Look, if you want to email me, Josh at wwjoshdew.com. If you have video suggestions or ideas, or want to say something that you don't want to say publicly, you can either tweet me a direct message, twitter.com/my YouTube name, wwjoshdew, or Josh at wwjoshdew.com. Josh at wwjoshdew.com. So there you go. I'm using my hand a lot, so sorry about that. It's a complicated story. Chuck Norris says hi. What's up, Chuck Norris? Pixel 2 or the V30. Dude, I hopefully by the time the Pixel 2 comes out, I'll be able to get it shortly after it comes out. Hopefully. That I might think, because things will be totally different. If everything goes the way I'm hoping it goes, things are going to be totally different in just a couple months. A few months actually, because once I start the new job, I'll have to catch up. Thank you, Technically T. I appreciate your comment. Maybe the V. See, here's the thing about LG. Dub space. The thing about LG is the 2 phones they've sent me, I got an email one day that's like, hey, reply to this email within a week to get this phone. And it's always like, it's always an email address that's like LG V6 or LG V20 or whatever. At first I thought it was fake, but it's totally not fake. They sent me 2 different phones, and I'll reply to those emails again. And I remember what the last part of the email was. So if someone's like, hey, I'm gonna make a new email called lgv30@gmail.com. It's not how that works. The Note 4, great phone. Yes, Tim. I was talking to my wife about that. My Note 5 battery life, according to AccuBattery, my battery is like 70-something% now. Like, it's the wear. It's like 70-something% good. Like, it does not last anything like it used to. So it's, the Note 4, I was literally like, hey, if someone has a Note 4 on T-Mobile or unlocked GSM, I'll trade you a Note 5 for it. That freaking IR feature to, like, when you can't find your remote to your TV, or you want that battery, you know, like the Zero Lemon or Anker extended batteries, or just the normal stock batteries. Just have several of them and swap them out. You know, hey, my battery's running low. I'm headed out to go somewhere. Let me just put this 100% battery in there. You have no clue. I would still recommend the Note 4 to this day. To this day. If you're trying to save money, I can go back as far as possible to Note 3. But all of them are good. I mean, the Note 2 is probably a little bit outdated and old now, but I don't know. I would definitely root them and install whatever latest custom ROM there is for it, because we're not going to see any more updates. I don't know if the Note 4 has gotten any updates. I don't have a Note 4 anymore. I sold it right after getting the Note 5. Rohan from India. Hi. It would be cool to get the Pixel 2. You can review just about anything. Thank you, Richie. If you have any suggestions, you want something you want to see, shoot me an email, josh@wwjoshdew.com, Twitter, or just leave it in the comments, and I'll hopefully see it later on. Click the 3-dot menu at the top of live chat for a pop-out chat. At the top of live chat. Oh my gosh. Haha. That's awesome. For real. That's thank you to whoever said that. Let me see. Who was that? Grant. Thank you, Grant, for the advice. Appreciate it. That's way freaking better, dude. Way better. Hi, Carlos from Spain. The iPhone X, don't even get me started. Don't go get a Galaxy S6 and save $500-600, maybe even more. Oh man. Besides phones and tablets, what are your favorite piece of tech right now? That's a good question. That's a good question. Favorite piece of tech. I have a drone that I didn't even get to make a video on. It's right on top of the one I did make a video on. I crashed it, and now you can't control it. It cannot be controlled. And I love playing with drones. The bottom one, the one I made a video on, the big one, it's hard to fly, and I don't feel comfortable flying it inside. And unless I got a big open area outside, I don't feel comfortable flying it outside. The little one has like GPS and all sorts of really cool features that keep you from losing it, like it going out of range. Once you stop flying, it actually holds itself in a position. And with the other one, I mean, you got to constantly 24/7 be looking at it, and you can't get to stay in one spot unless you are like manually doing it. So the bugs one was awesome. The one with GPS, the black one, it's really cool, but it stopped working. You can't control it anymore. And I was gonna like make this. I was gonna go outside and just try my best to use a tripod and record a video talking about this drone. But then it crashed. I crashed it, and you can't steer it. Like it does its own thing. It's hard to explain. Anyways, I like drones. I like drones a lot. So there you go. Shot and unbox. I'm getting all these emails saying my cameras are offline because I paused them all. I hope the Pixel 2... What's going on, Grant? True, the pop-out chat is good. Yes, definitely. Pop-out chat is a lifesaver. Or get the S8. S8's still several $100s or more if you buy it off contract. And if I get it through my thing, the custom ROM videos. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would totally flash a phone and make videos on pretty much every custom ROM out there if I had two phones of the same phone. Because I was literally on the XDA forum before posting this live video looking at things for the Note 5, and And one of the top issues I saw was, finally, a thread said, get call audio working on your custom ROM. And I'm like, that was a big reason I stopped flashing custom ROMs, was because, you know, like, I would be trying to drive somewhere and be lost and go, okay, let me just use my phone and navigate home. And I will not make the same mistake again. I did not have a stock ROM, flashable stock ROM on my SD card, and GPS did not work. The feature did not work on that custom ROM. So here I am like, oh crap. This sucks. No GPS. Don't know how to get back home. I'm calling my dad. I'm like, okay, I see this exit. Should I get off this one? Oh, I will hopefully never make that mistake again. If you have custom ROMs, make sure you have a stock flashable ROM on your phone's SD card. That way you can just flash it. Thank you, Dubspace. Thank you. I'm like, okay, so here's a fix to getting Bluetooth to work. Here's a fix to get your calls audio to work. Oh, you want to hear people that are talking to you? You have a job interview you're waiting for, but you're not going to be able to hear that person? Oh, that's too bad. That's terrible. That's terrible. Nah, I don't mess with custom ROMs anymore on a phone that I'm going to use every day. If I had a second Note 5, oh yeah, I could flash it, play with it, put it away. A new ROM comes out, flash it, play with it, put it away. I'm not flashing my main phone. And if things go as planned in the next few months, I'll be able to do that. I'll totally be able to do that. Have a phone I can just mess with and flash, and then have my phone that I just use that I don't flash. Like, I could totally get into that again. And also, my time is limited now as far as, like, working a Monday through Friday, and then, you know, your kid is off Saturday and Sunday, and you're, like, trying to record somewhere, and then, and you get interrupted a lot. And or, like, before, when I was making, you know, tutorials on stuff, I would set all my stuff up in the living room, and I'd be capturing my TV through, like, I'd have something on my TV capturing it, like the Windows program or something. I'd have my camera pointed down on the table, and I'd be recording something. I'd have, like, just pure silence and no, hey, can you get this? Hey, can you get that? Hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you do that for me? You know, it's responsibilities of being a parent and a husband, obviously, but it's nice when those are not there and you just get all the time in the world for things. It's real nice. So it's I wish I had weekdays off. That'd be great. That'd be great. Appreciate it, Big Mac. There you go. Akshay Salve. Sorry if I'm murdering your names. That's pretty cool. Like, there's like the comments. That's awesome. I appreciate all the comments. I'm able to talk to a lot of people here. I said to the guy that asked for the iPhone to get an S8. Oh, okay, yeah. That they could get an S8 and save money still and have a better phone. Hey, trust me, you get the S8 and you're gonna experience things that the iPhone X2 will have in 2-3 years. You're gonna get to experience those today, and then the iPhone will get them in 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 years. So, do yourself a favor, play with features now that iPhone's gonna get in a couple years or more, in a few years. Just do yourself a favor. What are your thoughts about the Essential phone? I don't know about the Essential phone. Hold on, let me... Is it a phone? The Essential phone. I'm looking at this Essential phone. Let's look at this. Introducing Essential. Order yours now. How much is it? I haven't even looked into it. $700? Are you kidding? Yeah, no, there was a time I could spend $1,000 on a phone and not even bat an eye. But I can't do that right now. I can't. $700? Man. Hold on a second. I'm looking at something real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Come on, sign in, sign in. Okay. So, there you go. My phone bill right now is already over $200. I'm not freaking going to the T-Mobile store and making it $240 or $230 or whatever the new price would be. My phone bill's already a lot, and I've already got to set up a payment arrangement on the damn thing anyway, because it's due in freaking a couple days. I can't do that. Let's go back to the chat window here. Okay. I'm trying to get my stupid window back up for the thing. Okay, there we go. There's that, and let's open the chat. All right. So L sent $1. Thank you, L. Appreciate it. That's you're the first person that's ever like used that feature, and I don't know how that even works. I don't know if it goes. I don't know where it goes. So that's a experiment. I don't know. Hey Josh, been a sub since 2013. Holy crap! Thank you, Bushido. Yeah, so you remember what things were like when my wife was at work, my daughter's at school, and I had L just did super chat for $5. Thank you, L. Thank you very, very much. Do you remember when my wife was at work, my daughter was at school, and I had 8 hours a day to just, bring everything in one place and make videos on stuff, and then I'd get, whatever money I got from YouTube, I put back into YouTube. So I was just making these constant videos. Now I don't have that pleasure. So it's not there right now. How does that work? I don't even know if there's a button that says on the chat. It's a little like money icon for super chat. It's a super chat thing. Do you read my name? Oh yeah, okay. So right there it says super chat. I've never used it. I don't know how it works. I don't know. I don't know where that goes to. So thank you very much for being, the Zero Lemon days. That was awesome. That was awesome. Zero Lemon did something for the Note 8 actually. But here's my problem is those battery cases are huge. I use the Zero Lemon battery case for my Note 5. I use it because my Note 5 battery life, like I said earlier in the stream, according to AccuBattery in 400 freaking charges, I have 76% battery health. So that case actually helps out a ton. But I don't use it when I don't need to. It's a huge case. It makes your phone weigh a ton. I don't use it unless I need to. But I still have it and I use it. Thank you, Grant. Appreciate it. I have been through a whole lot, man. I freaking in June we moved, so I just quit my job in May. I got a job here, but I couldn't keep doing that job. I left and I got another job that paid less, and it's hopefully things are better soon. You're the best, Josh. Thank you, L. I really do appreciate you, man. That's awesome. I love all your reviews. Appreciate it. Thank you, Technically T, man. You're too kind. Appreciate the kind words. We don't have that on iOS, but Android has it. Oh, well, that's, you know, I can't, I don't know. We're not going to talk about it. If you want to use iOS, that's your choice, obviously. I tried it. Wasn't for me. Can't recommend it to anybody either. I'm on my mobile phone, though. I don't know how it works on mobile. I don't know. I'm not watching this on mobile. I could get my 6P. I don't know. I don't know. Did you upgrade from... I did not upgrade to Oreo. I have not upgraded it. The last time I upgraded my Nexus 6P to experimental version of Android, I think it lasted for about 2 or 3 days before I was like, I can't not have my call sensor working. I can't not have GPS. I can't not have, like, all these things that are completely broken. It's meant to be something that's just played with, not relied on. So, I only have one 6P. So I'm not, I mean, I use my Note 5. I used to use my 6P a whole lot more until the battery issue where it would die at like 20%. And then later on, just 30%, it would just die on me. And it would go from 100 to 30% and die in 2 hours of using it. Like, it was so bad. I got a replacement, and the replacement's not as bad, but it's pretty bad. My current daily driver phone is the Note 5. The cases are thick, but, you know, you want a big battery. You have a phone without a removable battery, you're going to have a super thick case. Like, it's just how it is. That's why I like my Anker 5,000 milliamp slim battery. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's literally like, it goes together with your phone. It's like you're carrying 2 phones in your pocket. Really, really little. I like it. Of the top best gamepads for Android, I still have my pile of junk from when we moved. I'm gonna have to box right back up. I have my Moga controller still. I mean, they still work. They still work good. So get a Moga controller, or get an NVIDIA Shield. NVIDIA sent me the newer controller for the NVIDIA Shield TV, and this thing is gorgeous. It's awesome. It looks sick. Couple complaints I have with the refresh model is there's no light anymore. A tiny little light, and you don't see it. Like, I don't know. The lights are changed. The buttons are down here now instead of up here. There's no touchpad anymore. But other than that, it feels better. It feels like you're going... I'm a grown man. When the Xbox came out, I had the Xbox, the first one. I had that huge, giant controller. The huge one. And for those of you that are into gaming, you know what I'm talking about. The huge Xbox controller. And then they made the newer one that was a lot smaller. What's up, little legends? And this feels like that newer version. Yeah, the Duke controller. Thank you, Timothy. This feels like the newer version of the original Xbox controller, and the other one felt like I have it somewhere. I have a couple of them. It's like one came with another thing I got, and then NVIDIA sent me the refreshed one. Does the NVIDIA controller have a clip holder for a phone? No, it does not. This is not meant for a phone. It would be totally freaking sweet if you could do that. Like, that would be awesome. Because I love the controller. Alright, let's see. Are you... No, I'm not. Shout out to POTUS Donald Daddy Trump. What? iOS is about simplicity. I mean, if you're all about simplicity, I mean, whatever. Get an iPhone. I don't care. When do you think you'll get Android O on the S8 Plus? I don't know, dude. It'll be a while. Do you ever build a custom PC in the future? Yes, I would love to. My little brother bought like an i5 and a tower and a motherboard and all the stuff, and I was like, I have transferred parts from one computer to the other. I've like back in the day when I back in the day when I didn't have a computer, I would garbage pick computers. I would have like 8 garbage pick computers, like all of it, like towers. Like I have a Pentium 2 slot based processor. I could go get it right now. It's literally it's a slot based processor. So it's like a stick of RAM with a fan on the side of it. Like I would. Can you say happy birthday to my friends? Happy birthday to your friends. I would garbage pick computers and then put like all the best parts in one computer, and that would be my computer. But I was helping him build a computer, and I for whatever reason I couldn't get it turned on. He took the PC back home because he was visiting, and yep, you know about the slot PC, the slot CPU. It's like a stick of RAM with a fan on the side of it. And it works too, man. Because about 10 years ago when I got it, it literally played YouTube. Like it played YouTube. But I was helping my brother build a computer, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get the freaking like I don't know if it was like the where you plug in the power buttons or whatever. I don't know. Couldn't get it to turn on, and he took it home, and then my I guess my stepbrother helped him put it together, or get it to turn on. Like I was put together correctly, just for whatever reason couldn't get it to turn on. So I am not by any means a computer builder. I would love to build a computer, but I'm not a computer builder. Hey David, what type of Shield do you have? Do you have a Shield TV? Do you have a Shield tablet or the portable? Holy crap! Yeah, that's I got into computers when I was like 15 years old, and I watched them go from I believe just under 500 megahertz to I remember getting articles that's like 1 gigahertz, and you're like, oh my god, that's crazy! 1 gigahertz, what? Oh man. Can you see slot 1 CPU super chat money goes to your account? Okay, cool. I haven't used it. I don't know if when or how that works, but do your neighbors or workmates know you're a 20,000 subscriber guy? So funny story about this. So my last job was in a freezer. I worked in a -10 to -20 freezer and a refrigerator. It was really, really cold, and you clocked in and you ran for 9 hours a day, just as fast as you possibly could. You were running, and I was sick. I was sicker than I had been in a really long time, really sick, and then going to work, and then getting a route that's like go through the freezer for an hour, and it's like being sick and then going in a freezer, -10 to -20, while you're like covered your. I had to quit that job. I couldn't keep doing it. But anyways, so when I was in training, the guy asked me, "Hey, what do you do outside of work?" I did not know the person who was training me had been there since the place opened, and was friends with all the managers, and. This is all replying to Shout and Unbox's thing about, do people know that I'm a YouTuber? So he asked me, what do I do? And I'm like, well, I have a daughter, and I play video games, and I make YouTube videos. And he was, or I make videos. And he was like YouTube? And I was like, yeah, YouTube. And so I told him I make YouTube videos, and he was like, on a mission at that point to find my channel. And so come lunch, he had found my channel. Apparently, if you search my name, like, let's go to YouTube real quick and search my name. Let's see. YouTube.com. Because I don't have my name on my channel. I have it's a brand, not my full name. So let's go. Josh. Okay, so it doesn't show my channel. But they found it. Somehow they found it. And so the next day, I come to work, and I'm being called the YouTube guy by everybody. People I've never talked to, people I've never seen. There's like, the YouTube guy. And it was funny. So the managers found out about it, and they asked me about it. Like, it was awesome because, like, I had a stressful job where I was trying to, like, meet production and meet these numbers all inside of freezer/refrigerator, and it's super cold. You're wearing, like, all this gear to stay warm, and so they talked to me about it, and I'm like, hey, this is dude, you're paying me, you know, almost $20 an hour to sit here and talk to you about freaking this. So yeah, let's do this. And for 1 hour, we sat there and talked about YouTube, and so all the managers found out about my YouTube channel and saw one of my videos when I just moved, and then the plant manager was made aware of this in the meeting later that day. So I come to work the next day, and I'm going to pick up my next load, and he stops me and he's like, "Hey, what's up, YouTube man?" And I'm like, "Oh no, not the plant man, not like the head guy here. No. This is out of control. Why? How does one person tell? Like, how does everyone know in 2 days? How does everyone know about this?" So then he stops talking to me for about 20 minutes about it all, and he was like, "That's really cool. That's really cool." And then the guy who told everybody, like when I made my Best Tech power strip thing, which is awesome. I love it. I recommend it to anybody out there. Like, I'm using it. It's awesome. It really is freaking awesome. I've got all the ports being used. I've got USB ports charging my NVIDIA Shield. I've got a USB port charging up my phone. I've got a USB port charge. Like, it's an awesome little thing. Anyways, he's like, "Man, that's a really cool thing. Like, I'm gonna have to get one of those." And like every time I made a new video, he would be like, "Dude, me and this dude, we watched this video," and it was like I'm like, no, I've always had work and YouTube separate from each other. I've always had the two separate. And then it all got combined, and I'm like, man, even if I leave this place, they're gonna all know how to find me. So this is a really long reply to Shoutin' and Box's comment about, you know, about YouTube and work or neighbors knowing about YouTube. So it was it was interesting, to say the least. Let's go back to the chat here. I have a TV Pro and bought the tablet a few weeks ago. Nice, dude. Nice. I've been using my NVIDIA Shield TV thing for Kodi. I've been using it for Kodi, and it's an awesome little device for that. I've got the My Digital SSD that I made a video on, 512 gigabytes on a little USB 3.0 SSD. I'm using that to like drop the videos from my computer's SSD to the My Digital SSD, and then plugging that into the NVIDIA Shield and watching stuff. So I can drop a 30 gig file on there in like less than a minute. It's transferred, and I'm watching that video. Do you think the Note 8 can run PS2 emulator? I don't know. I have no clue. Kamar. Josh, will you do more live streams? If people want to see them, yeah, I can do more live streams. I thought about making a video saying, hey, on this day, I will live stream. That way people can all be prepared for it. Because there's going to be people at work right now that are not going to get to see it until after it happens. So I will definitely plan on doing this again. I like answering you guys' questions, and it's definitely better than just total silence. I was literally called the YouTube man at work by everybody. People I did not know, people I've never seen before. All of them are calling me the YouTube man one day after telling my trainer that I made YouTube videos. Superbad is an awesome movie, L. It's an awesome movie. Dude, I have a shirt in my closet that says, I am McLovin. I have a shirt in my closet that says that. And I was working at a place, and I wore that shirt one day, and everyone started calling me McLovin. Everyone started calling me McLovin. I still have it. It's like freaking old, 10 years old now, but I have it still. I've heard that that new band is coming. I don't know what devices support it. I don't know how fast it's going to be. I know in Kansas City, I was getting 90 down on my phone and like 40 upload. Like, I was getting stupid fast speeds. I had Google Fiber at home, and then I had T-Mobile, like, stupid fast internet everywhere else. Then I moved to a different state, and I'm lucky to get 6 down or 4 down. I have literally boosters. I have a booster in a wall over there, and then I've got the like receiver thing over in the kitchen somewhere just to get a little bit better signal for text messages and phone calls and stuff. Like, I'm not happy with T-Mobile here. I was literally about to give up T-Mobile and go with the company I really, 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 really did not want to go to. But now that I'm possibly moving again in a couple months or in a month or so, whenever it gets finalized, I'm gonna see how T-Mobile is out there, and if it's, you know, if it's good, I'll keep it. If it's not, I love T-Mobile. I've had it for like 2014 or something, 2013. I've had it for a while, and I love them. But if where you live the coverage sucks, go with another carrier. It doesn't matter if you love that carrier or not. Go with a carrier that has better signal and service. Best $50 smartphone. Go get you a little Moto G. Seriously. Go get you a little Moto G. When we got my daughter the G4 Plus, we literally gave the Moto G, like, maybe it was the very first one that came out. We gave it to a family member. So get a Moto G or a Moto E or something. Like, seriously. Those phones are like $100 or less. I'm getting ready for work right now. Hellbound? Right there with you, man. They asked me if I wanted to work overtime, and I was like, nope. Standing on your feet and sorting shit for 10 hours a day is not fun. It's boring as hell. I hate it with a passion, but it's not a freezer. I'm not working in a freezer. I can definitely do some live unboxings. That'd be cool. I thought about doing that. I got Van True's new dash cam, so I'm gonna make a video on that. It's a freaking like a 2.5 case, almost 4K camera, or you can enable 1080p 60 frames per second. So, and my dash cam was stolen on my second channel, youtube.com/wwjoshdew, like unicorn DU. It's my second channel. You can see they broke into my car, both my vehicles, and stole my dash cams out of both my vehicles. 3 weeks apart, completely different people. Update, actually, for those of you that actually do follow my second channel, the guy that broke into my SUV backed up right in front of my camera. I had my little Clauselli Simply Cam, still have it, still use it. He backed up right in front of it. Literally paused it, looked at the numbers, wrote them down, gave them to police. He is now in jail. Like, he had a court date or something like that, and he already had warrants for his arrest. Or so, I don't know. Like, he's a bad guy. He's actually either he showed up for court and now he's in jail, or he didn't show up for court and there was already a warrant out for him for this crime. So Michael. His name is Michael, the guy that broke into my freaking SUV. Don't use your own personal vehicle to do crime. Actually, let me not say that, because the guy that broke into my car, which made the news actually, if If you live in Kansas City and you watch the news, you may have saw that thing. I tweeted about it. I tweeted about it a few months ago when it happened. But the news station, because the guy that did it used a stolen vehicle, and that stolen vehicle was a really rare vehicle, and the whole thing got put up on like Fox KC. Oh, okay, so it was on YouTube, actually, the video, and I linked to it on Twitter. So, stolen truck used in crimes, Kansas City. I don't know, you'll have to go to my Twitter or something. But, like, it ended up making the news. Like, and that guy was smart, okay? He was smart. He freaking had something black, and it was completely covering. So all you saw was a person. You don't know if it was a male, a female. All you know is he was skinny and tall. That's all you know. Or she. He or she was skinny and tall. And they used a stolen truck, busted out my window, took my dash cam and my little iAudi phone mount that was worth $12, and took off. So... what's your favorite or suggested apps? That's something I need to do as well. That's something I could totally do, is like review apps, like apps I use a lot. Like I've got my home screen with my apps I use all the time, and then I've got a ton of other apps that I use every once in a while. So I could definitely do that. What's your favorite voice assistant? I don't use a voice assistant, man. I really don't. I just click what I want to click on and it loads. Will you be uploading more videos more often? Karen, I don't know if you just tuned in or not, but I moved and I went from a 3-bedroom where I had a room literally dedicated to making videos. And I had my lights, I had my I could shut that door, and if my daughter was watching TV, if I had guests over, like whatever was happening, if I shut that door, most of the sound would be muffled out. And during editing, I could, if I needed to edit something out, I could just edit it out. I have a 2-bedroom now, and if you saw my room, I'm trying to figure out how I can arrange it where I can take a corner of the room and dedicate it to filming it. And I don't know, and I'm moving in probably a month again, so it's I don't know, man. Oh, things are rough right now. What is your preferred messaging app? I use Google Voice, man. Been using it since 2007. I'm going to keep using it till it goes away. Love it. My Samsung smartwatch has a phone number. The text message gets forwarded to it. My calls get forwarded to it. My Nexus 6P, the calls and text messages get forwarded to it. My Note 5 that I'm using to record this right now, it gets forwarded and sent to that. I use Google Voice. I can go on my computer and open a Google Voice tab, and I can reply to text messages. Which is something that happened within the last year or so. I can actually do messages now through picture messages and stuff. It's like if I have a picture saved on my computer or my phone, I can send it through there. So, love Google Voice. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to go ahead and say, Google Voice, the only reason I even started it was because when I got out of the Army, I was looking for a job, and I couldn't afford a phone, like to keep a phone on. I was getting prepaid phones, the minutes would run out, and if you have a prepaid phone and your minutes are out, unless you turn the phone off, you can't get voicemails. It's going to say, sorry, the number is temporarily not in service. So you turn the phone off, then you can get voicemails. So what I did was I set up a Google Voice account almost about 10 years ago, and I would give jobs the Google Voice number. And when I went home, my little garbage-picked computer and using Wi-Fi range extenders to to grab a signal from God knows where and use it, I would log into my Google account. Oh, this job wants me to call him. I would use I was using Vonage at the time, and Vonage would only let you dial out, so I would tell Google to ring my Vonage phone. I picked up my Vonage phone, and I'd go, hey, you're looking for me, when can I start? A little, crappy minimum wage job. Just, when can I start? I need something. And so that's what started me in using Google Voice. And then when I started making YouTube videos, and I had more than one phone, it was even more amazing, because both phones, people just need one number, and it calls all your phones and your watch. Love Google Voice, man. And thank you very much, King2Deer, for the kind words. What is your advice on making YouTube videos? For what got me started was my Samsung Moment and my Samsung Transform. No one else had that phone and was making videos on it when I started doing it. And I found something no one else was doing, and I did it. At work, we're allowed to use MP3 players, and I bought an MP3 player, and there's no video on this MP3 player, not a single one. The only one you're going to find is one of those stupid, why does YouTube not immediately delete them off the internet ones where it's like a picture, it's a slideshow, and in the description, what do you see? Best deal here, lowest price available. Make sure you get it from this link. It's their Amazon referral code, some spam. So, and I like it so far. So I'm going to make a video on this little MP3 player that I bought on Amazon. I like it. There's no review of this one on YouTube, or no unboxings or anything. I like it a lot. It's cool. So I'm going to, when people search for that video, they're going to see the little spam video, unless it gets deleted someday, because it's spam. Then they're going to see like, hey, these are its features. This is what I like about it. This is what I don't like about it. Find something that either no one's doing or very little people are doing. One day, things are going to go back to the way they were. I'm going to have a 3-bedroom again, have my own space for recording. I'm going to have a job that pays all my bills, and then I'm going to have YouTube. Whatever I get from YouTube, it's going to go right back into YouTube. That's the way things were 2 years ago and before that, from 2013 to 15. That's how things were. Then once my wife lost her job, things started to fall apart. That's when I picked up a job to make up for the income we were no longer getting, and then I'd get home from work and I wouldn't want to make a video because I was worked all day and I just want to lay down. That's when everything fell apart. So hopefully things will go back to normal someday. What video editor? I started with Windows Movie Maker, dude. Quicksilver. I started using Windows Movie Maker. I had a Lenovo G550 laptop that I used my income tax on. Paid like $500 for it. Little dual core computer. Loved it. And I used Windows Movie Maker. And then about a year or so later, I switched to AVS video editor. And I still recommend it. It allowed me to play with features that I could never use with Windows Movie Maker, such as video in video, and it's much more advanced features. And when I went on their website, they're having a deal. I paid $40 for it. $40 for it for AVS Video Editor. So I haven't used it in years. I don't know if it's the same, if it's been completely rehauled or changed. I don't know, but that's what I upgraded to, and it was awesome. Then I got my DSLR. A company sent it to me for free. And that same company that sent it to me, my Asus G750JH that I've had since 2012, they sent that to me too. So the laptop I use to edit videos on to this day, they sent it to me. Crap, what was I going to? How do you... oh, yeah. So VLC would no longer do my file formats from the new camera. And I was tired of waiting for it to get updated to support it. So a buddy of mine let me use his license because I sent him a camera and he traded me his license or something like that for my old camera. Traded me a license for Adobe Premiere Pro. And I've been using Adobe Premiere Pro forever. And now I just pay the $20 a month to use the very latest version of their software. So Adobe Premiere Pro is expensive. It's out of my price range. It's expensive. But for $20 a month, like, okay, so you buy the $800 software, right? In 4 months, it could be a new version, and maybe they offer you a discount since you bought the other one. Or you just pay $20 a month, and you have the very latest version at all times. So that's what I do. I pay the $20 a month. I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Oh yeah, dude, you could easily use a phone to start a YouTube channel. Shout and Unbox. I played around with wireless charging, and the only time I would use wireless charging is if, like, I was backing up something to an external device, or, like, I was using a USB controller on my phone and I needed to charge. That's the only time I'd recommend wireless. Like, I don't know, I move around too much in my sleep and my nightstand's too close to my bed, so I always knock my phone off the charger. And it's not as fast. There is fast charging wireless now, but unless, I mean, it's convenient, and if you work somewhere where you're allowed to have your phone, and you want to put a wireless charging thing on your, you know, you can just grab it off and go do something. Like, it's convenient, but wired's always going to be the fastest way to do it, and I don't know. She still uses it and loves it. It's charging right now. It has fast charging, which is nice, because, you know, it 30 minutes on the charger and it's mostly full. Because she uses the living freak out of that thing, man. Ugh. Appreciate it. Best phone right now? I would get an S8 if I could. I haven't used one besides playing with it, but I really liked it. I'd get an S8 Plus. If you're trying to save some more money, I would go with like a Nexus phone. Any Nexus phone you're going to be, you know, pretty solid with, unless you get a 6P and yours has the same issues as mine and so many other people's had. Or you could go with the big dog and get a Note 8. Oh, she still has it. She still uses it. So, this A88SD asked me what type of music I listen to. And you probably wouldn't guess it, but I listen to 2 different types of music. So, I've got my times where I like my 30 Seconds to Mars, Breaking Benjamin, Disturbed, music like in that sort of rock. There's lots of different rock, and Disturbed has some songs that I'm like, this is too slow. I don't like. I like faster, more like I like hype music. So that's the one side of me. The other side of me is Young Jeezy and Eminem. Those are 2 people I absolutely love. Love them, love them, love them, love them. I would have went to work. I went up to work one day. Does Nest Cam work with your what? Is Nest Cam worth the price in your opinion? Yes, and I use it. I use it. It's probably the highest, like, stupid high quality Wi-Fi camera you're gonna get on the market, and I love their app for going through the timeline and stuff. I could make a whole video on this actually, because it has changed a lot. The Nest app has changed, and now you could you can see things, and I really like it a lot. Totally like that. Hello from Italian. Okay. And as far as Jaskaran's comment about Destiny 2, it's good. I mean, it's a lot slower than Destiny 1. If you like more fast-paced, like, if you like to get things done a little bit quicker. But, I mean, it's newer, and it's gonna, you know, it's only been out for a month, and it's gonna go through a lot of changes. So it's We'll see. Why don't you get any views right now? Because the videos I get that get the most views are unboxings, phone reviews, and like my Note 3 versus Note 4 was a good video. I like that type of video. Should you get the newest phone, or should you get the one that's older? And in that video, I believe I said a lot of good things about the Note 3. Like, there's no, like, if you're trying to save money, get a Note 3. If you don't have to have the latest and greatest, get the Note 3. Like those types of videos get close to 1 million views or over 1 million views. They get a lot of views. But like little solar panels or like Bluetooth speakers, stuff like that, those types of videos don't get very many views. And I'm the type of person that listens to feedback, and I don't do them very often because people don't like them. But then I'm like, okay, well, I can't afford a new phone right now. So what do I do? All right, I'll just make a video on this thing that I got sent for free, and then it gets no views. So my views all come from like unboxings, reviews, comparisons, stuff like that. So it's, you know, I've got to find something else for the next couple months until I start my new job and I'm able to go back to the way things were. I'll tell you what. I'll be able to, if I had a job where just that paid all my bills, you know, if I got $900 from YouTube, I could take that $900 and go to the T-Mobile store and say, hey, give me the Note 8. Or give me the, you know, I could go to the Google store and give all that money, every dime of that money, to them. And then I could make an unboxing, first impressions, a review, comparison. I could make a few videos or more of that, and then that would pay for itself, and then I'd be able to get another phone. So one day I'm hoping to get back into that. But right now, what I get from that is like essential to paying my rent and my car payments and my insurance for this insurance, my insurance to have insurance for that insurance. And my wife got into 2 accidents that were that were declared her fault, and my insurance has doubled since she got into those accidents. So now I'm paying over $400 a month for insurance, and if you look at going to other places, they want even more. Don't get into accidents. Don't get into them. The good news is, this was almost 3 years ago. So according to my insurance company, at the end of this year, they drop off, and my insurance should go back down to being just, you know, like less than half of what it is now. Oh man, having car insurance and a spouse or significant other, or even yourself, that gets into 2 accidents that are considered her fault, your insurance is not gonna look pretty. It's just not. My favorite YouTube personality, I get emails when Marquez uploads, obviously. I like Marquez. Sometimes Unbox Therapy or Austin Evans will upload something and I'll watch it if it's something I'm interested in. You know, I mean, I watch the same people you guys watch. Dude, I want the Note 8 so bad. You don't even know. You don't even know. Like, you know what I should? I should go to a store, just go ahead and increase my bill even more when I can barely pay it now, and then return it. But then I would cry because I'm returning it and I loved it. I don't even know where the Google event's at, so no, I'm not going, and I don't know what they're going to talk about. I live in the United States, okay? I live in the middle of the United States. Well, yeah, sort of the middle. only 30 people watching right now. 29 now. No, I'm not excited about the X at all. I could care less. You're getting wireless charging and waterproof. You're getting all these things that you could have got with a phone 3 years ago. So Malaysia, holy crap. Okay. So Robert and Yuri, Flossie Carter, Zenomax. Both people I've been friends with for about 6, maybe 7 years now on YouTube. They're cool people. Flossie Carter, man. If you look at some of my older videos, like, go way back, dude. Some of his old videos, dude. I would make a video on something, and I'd shout him out, and he'd return the favor and shout me out. And we were all, like, Zenomax had a gain on all of us, and then, like, all of us, like, Tim and Max, and Flossie and myself. His name is Malik, by the way. Flossie Carter. His name is Malik. Anyways, we all kind of like grew up together. I mean, Flossie Carter, he does his own thing. I mean, I don't watch all of his videos, but I mean, I still consider him a friend, and I still, like, hey, I follow him on Twitter. He's following me on Twitter. Like, I'll mention him every once in a while on something. Like, he's, my hot pepper challenge, I called him out. He made a video talking about how his doctor said it wasn't good for him or something, and he didn't end up doing the hot pepper challenge. So, oh yeah, man, we bust each other's balls, and like, I'd like to work with him more on stuff, but man, it's like, Flossie Carter makes a crap ton of money off of YouTube now, and then he's got his really good paying job, and Zenomax, I've live streamed with the dude, like, we've had hangouts and stuff. He's really good at squeezing a penny out of anything and everything he does. He's really good at that. They both have an income many more times greater than mine. So they're able to go fly out and see each other and just make videos and stuff. I can't I wouldn't be able to do that. I would be like, it'd be really awesome making being a part of the whole Rush Hour series and driving out there and seeing you guys, but that would require me taking a week off of work, and that's a few $100s that I wouldn't have to make, pay my bills this month, to pay my rent or to pay my phone bill or pay, like, right now I'm like, okay, so I can delay this bill and pay it next week. No, my car payment comes out next week. Okay, I'll set a payment arrangement and pay it in 2 weeks, and then right after that I'll have another payment for this, like. No, that's what I'm going through right now. So they are in much different situations where they can drop, first class tickets on a flight and go see each other, and that they I'm happy for them. Obviously they both earned what they have, but so they're cool people. I mean, it'd be awesome. Like, I would love to be in a Rush Hour series, but that would require, like, one of them being like, hey, dude, I'll fly you out here. I can't afford to go out there. My room tour, I have a living room, the bedroom I sleep in, and my daughter's room. It's not very interesting. Sorry. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. It's not very interesting. So there you go, Yuri. There's my conversation about Flossie Carter and Zenomax. Samsung J7. I don't know. Okay, yeah, dude. My gamer tag is wwjoshdew if you haven't already known that. And I go through my notifications and I follow people back all the time. My daily phone is my Note 5. Used to be my 6P, but then my 6P got the same little infamous bug that most people's 6P are getting, where the battery, it's like the cells just die. Like, it just can't hold the charge anymore. Go to other countries? I mean, I don't know. I've lived in the United States most of my life. Almost all of it. The only country I've been to is the Philippines. And I was really little, so I don't remember it. Like, I have no interest in going to another country, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah, dude. My Note 5 has about 150 apps. And the battery life is about 3/4 what it used to be. But I still like it. I mean, OnePlus is interesting. I didn't support them at first at all. They made some very terrible decisions in marketing and the way they did things. But, I mean, behind the scenes, I didn't even make a video on it. My wife had a OnePlus. I think one of the original ones. It was okay. It was pretty good. I mean, there's so many different phones, and that's my thing. Is like, and MKBHD, Marquez, and other people are really good at this, but a lot of these phones are pretty much the same as other phones. The only difference being, like, this one has TouchWiz, this one has Moto Blur, this one's got Sense, this one's got, stock Android. But a lot of these phones have great battery life, great cameras, shoot 4K video, run the latest version of Android. A lot of them are very similar. So for me personally, like, it has great battery life. It's a quad-core processor. Things load quickly, just like my old phone did. It has 3 gigs of RAM, just like my old phone did. It's got a 12 megapixel camera like my own phone did. It shoots 4K like my old phone did. There's my review. So I don't feel like I'm very good at that, like that, because that's literally what I'm like. Okay, this is what I'd say. This is what I would say to people, and so that's not very entertaining. But Marquez knows how to take, like, hundreds of different phones, thousands of phones, and make the reviews entertaining. Like not. Camera quality's great, battery life's great, the processor handles everything smoothly, the RAM has enough to run everything. Like, it's like, I don't know, I feel like so many people do a better job reviewing phones than I do. I don't know about the Q6. My wife loves her G6, and when I had it for a couple weeks before I gave it to her to make my videos on it, battery life was phenomenal. Destroyed my Note 5 in battery life. It's got all the latest features you want in a phone. It's a really good phone. I would definitely recommend the G6. I wish I had a G6. I've had my Note 5 forever, and she's using the G6 that was sent to me for review. Why are you gonna put in, like, all caps, like, you? Like, whenever, this weekend, definitely. I'm gonna do something this weekend. I have the new Very True dash cam they released, and then I've got a Bluetooth speaker that's pretty cool and loud and it's a little big. It's pretty big. It's cool. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I had told, and earlier in the live stream, I said, if you want to see something, leave me either send me a message on Twitter, twitter.com/whatwouldjoshdew, or go to my josh@whatwouldjoshdew.com. josh@whatwouldjoshdew.com. if you don't want to leave it publicly. The Surface 3 that I got, like, I used it for a little while, and then it would collect dust, and then I would try to use it again, and it would collect dust. I would try. I don't even know if I gave it to a family member or. A lot of times I give things to people, like my Nexus 6, my Nexus 5, my Moto G5, because with the G4, we got the G5, the cheaper version, because it was all we could get, and it wasn't as good as the G4 Plus. We got the 64 gig storage with 4 gigs of RAM G4 Plus, and we got the like 32 or 16 gig storage and 2 gigs of RAM G5, and then to disable the Amazon ads, you had to go into ADB and do something, and every time you restarted the phone, you had to do it to get rid of those ads. So I gave it to a family member who needed a phone. Just gave it to him. Shouldn't have saved the money and got the Amazon version. Shouldn't have saved the money and gotten the less, like, watered down version of it. Nice to see you too, Tommy from Italy. Anyways, the Surface 3. This thing right here, this Chromebook, the C270 or 720, this thing, I've been using it since let's find out. Acer. When did I post the video? Anyways, this thing is way freaking better than that, in my opinion. As far as, like, things load snappy and quickly, and that thing, I had the cheapest option, I think, and it wasn't very quick. So yeah, I've had this thing for a little while now. So let's see, when was the date? It's that second video right there, since June 2015, and it's been good. It's been good. I like it a lot. I've thrown it, I have beat it to death. I mean, it has been through hell, and it still kicks. It's an awesome little guy. If you are on your computer and you find yourself 99% of the time being on Google Chrome, like, I need to review Chrome. I need to just make a video about Chromebooks. If you are on the internet most of the time and that's all you do, this thing is amazing. This is the i3 4 gigs of RAM version, and I wouldn't recommend anything less than that. I can have several tabs open, and you get into a YouTube binge watching session where you watch a video and you've got like 5 tabs open and ready to go. That's this guy right here. 1080p, handles it perfectly, and the battery life used to be a lot better. I have about 25 Chrome extensions, and it's not as good as it used to be, but it's still pretty good. And I would love to get the new Acer it's in my Amazon wish list. It's like $3.99 or something like that, and I think this one's actually the convertible one where it turns into a tablet or something like that, maybe. But one of the reasons I like it the most is because the one I have in my Amazon wish list, it has Type-C charging. This one I have to use that little like 40-something watt charger and plug into a wall outlet. I want a Chromebook that charges off of Type-C. That way, my battery bank that I'm using to charge up my phone while I'm live streaming, actually. Yeah. Look, I'll show you. I'll show you. This one of my mini battery banks. I use them all the time. People that hate the videos, I'm sorry that you hate the videos, but you have no clue how convenient this is versus getting an extension cord and running a long cable. Like this is awesome. And this is one of the 3-port ones that has the 2 charging inputs right there. So you can charge it up in like 5 hours. And it holds like 20 something thousand. Anyways, I've got like 3 of these types that have Type-C. And if I had a Chromebook that charged off of Type-C, which the new Acer and the new Samsung, the one that are 2, I watched Chrome Unboxed, they're a pretty good channel. And they did a side-by-side comparison of the Samsung and Acer Chromebooks. And they charge off of Type-C. So I can literally bring my power bank and my battery and charge my Chromebook without being connected to a wall. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want. So, other than that, Chromebooks are awesome, and I love them. Love them. They do everything I need them to do perfectly. And this thing's actually like I've thrown it, which is I don't recommend doing. And every now and then my screen decides to not work, and I have an easy fix for it. I have a really easy fix for it. So let's take this. So I went to replace the LCD on it, and while taking it apart and discovering the LCD has nothing to do with all the screws back here, and I still have my LCD screen in case I ever break this one. I could literally break this one right now and then just put the new screen on it, like it's in my closet. So there we go. There's the Chromebook naked right there. This little cable right here. This little... come on. Let's go back to the chat. This little cable right here. Look, let me pull it down a little bit. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Every now and then my screen won't turn on, and I thought my screen was bad. This little cable right here gets loose, and all I gotta do is this. Literally push it up. Boom. And my screen works again. Like, this thing is a tough freaking cookie. Like, I cannot recommend the Acer Chromebook enough, man. God. And then I just put my screen back on. It's pretty simple. Or my little cover, snap it on. Good to go. Chromebook lives to see another day. Cannot recommend Chromebooks enough. Really can't. I have my powerful computer for video editing and doing things, and I've got this for everything else. It's light little guy right here. I've not pre-ordered the Xbox One X. I mean, I want to get it, and hopefully if everything goes the way I would like them to go, I'll be able to get it shortly after it comes out, and then make a video on it, and then use it a lot. So, yes, but honestly, if you live in the United States, you can get a Chromebook with built-in LTE. What I do is I take my Note 5, I bring down my little notification bar, I click the mobile tethering option, and now I'm tethering. I get like 15 or 20 gigs or something like that in my plan to tether to whatever it is. And the only time I go over that is when, like, I was living with family and with a family member, and we didn't have internet. Well, that's the only time I ever go over that, because I just browse internet and I know, hey, I'm using something that is a... Why am I bald? I'm not bald. I just shaved my head. So there's a button that says Super Chat, if you find it. And whatever you guys send through Super Chat, I'll use to buy something to make a video on. I'm not bald. I'm not bald. Like, my hair has always been like this. This is a scar. This is a scar. Right here, this little L is a scar. So, when I was little, I was... Okay. Those of you that grew up in the 90s, classrooms in the 90s, the chairs And for some reason we had a chair from the classroom. I don't know why. The chairs had like a metal thing, and then two wood bars, a wood bar, a wood bar. Well, the wood bar broke, and so it had just like the little like L, that symbol right there, little L, and I was being a monkey, and I jumped or something. I turned around, and my head smacked right into that. If I could pull up a picture of a 90s classroom table and chair. That chair is forever part of my head. Family's good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, she's still very much alive. She's at school right now. Harry Potter? Screw you. You know how many times I've been called Harry Potter in my life? Like, you have no clue. I don't know where the chair is, dude. This was it had to have been before, well, it's 2017. It was before, it had to have been in the late 90s that it happened. So it was a long time ago. Do you like the new Note 8? I don't know. I don't have it. I have scars all over my head though. Like I have the chair. I've got the one where I hit a nail on my. There was right there. There was a nail on the door. I was playing with my daughter. I hit it and fell, and so it went. Boop. My head smacked against the nail, and then my head fell, and the nail stayed put. I have a lot of scars. 888. Let's see. What'd you say? Parents that never used a phone before? I mean, I like a Moto G. Just a stock Android, like a Moto G. Let's see. How much does a Moto G4 go for right now? So if you can put up with ads, you can get a Moto E, which is also similar, 16 gigabyte, for $99 on Amazon. $99. Like, without ads. Save yourself the Dude, don't even save yourself the $30. Just get the freaking version without lock screen ads and stuff. Just get the $129 for a Moto E, and it'll do what you need to do just fine. Appreciate that, Oscar. Please help. I'm telling you, you asked me, and I'm telling you, get a Moto E or a Moto G. Even if you get like a 3rd generation or something, it's still going to be good. I answered your question, so I don't know why you... Jerry Rig Everything. Yes. Yes, dude. Of course I know him. He's, when I first saw him, he only had like 10,000 subscribers. Like, I've been on YouTube for a long time, and he blew up. He started, like, taking apart things and destroying things, and unfortunately, when you take a $900 phone and you put a knife to it, or you do a drop test, or you break it, you get a lot of views. And a lot of views equals a lot of money, and now you're able to buy that phone again, or something. Like, I wish I had gotten into that. I wish I had been a destroyer of the phones, because that gets you a lot of attention. I remember the iPhone I had for 9 days that I made a video on I got a message right after I got it from family member that said, "Hey, did you hear about phones? The iPhones are bending," and I'm like, "Well, that sucks." And then, like either later that day or the next day, Unbox Therapy posted a video with the iPhone bending and got stupid views off of that. Like, you're retarded. Like, so much attention. That's what, like, pushed his channel over 1 million subscribers for sure. Just so much attention. And I remember going, why didn't I take this phone that I spent so much money on and break it in front of my camera? Why? Why? I could have bought this phone 100 times if I had done that. Oh, man. So, yeah, I don't jerry-rig everything. He's, those people, are doing good. Well, then get a Note 5. I mean, I'm using it. If it's cheap. Is that a drone in the background? Yes, it is. Appreciate it. What vehicle do I use? I made a video 3 years ago? A little over 3 years ago? About a car I got, and I still have it. I actually paid off in 2 years. I'm so excited. 2 more years and I paid off. I definitely like going the new car route because I now have, I posted on Instagram that I hit 50,000 miles. And I know I have synthetic oil. I know I've gotten, an oil change every time the light comes on for an oil, or the little maintenance light comes on for an oil change. Like I've got one every time. I got my package, my $400 package where they flush everything and they change everything and do all this because you hit a certain miles on your car. And I've got another one coming up in the next 10, 15,000 miles I've got to do. That's like $400. It's like I know what maintenance I've done to my car. I know everything's sound. I know when the last time this was changed. I know when the last time that was changed. I bought a used SUV because a 4-wheel drive SUV that's new or only, like a couple years old or something, it's going to cost you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. And so I bought one that was a little older for $10,000. So, and I paid that one off in 2 years too, because I bought it around the same time I bought the car. So in 2 years, I'll pay off my cars. My SUV I will eventually need to replace someday, but hopefully my car, I'm going to keep doing all the recommended changes and maintenance stuff, and hopefully it lasts, 10 years or more. My warranty's good for 10 years, so. If my head gets hit by a chair, I get 10 million views. I would totally go to the hospital for 10 million views. I have a little Mitsubishi, and I have a Toyota SUV. I don't care about the iPhone. If you want to talk about the iPhone, this isn't the place for that. If you really want to talk about the iPhone, get a Galaxy S6 or 7 or something. Save yourself a lot of money. Have all the features that are brand new to that have been on the other phone for 3 years now. So go get you an S6 off Swappa or something and save $700 or more dollars. Like, seriously. My daily's the Note 5. Do I have a job? Yes, I have a job. I have it's not exciting, and it's not worth talking about. It's just a factory job. What advice I could give myself, Paul, was I quit a job. I was on a contract with a job. I liked the people I worked with. It paid as much as I'm making at my current job right now. But I quit because YouTube started paying me more than that job was. So I quit. And if I could go back, I would have taken the promotion that I was, the manager, the head guy there was pretty much begging me to take. That would have paid almost double what I was making at the time. Almost double, like seriously. almost doubled. But I was like, hey, I'm going to try this self-employment thing. And then when my wife got laid off from the job I left, actually, to be completely honest with you, she started working where I was working. I gave her 2 weeks notice, did YouTube full time. She started working there. Then a year later, she got laid off. And a lot of people I work that, like, family-wise, have worked there. They're laid off right now. I've got one family member that's still there. One family member that's still there. But anyways, she got laid off, and it's just been a game of catch up ever since then. Because the mistake I made was, well, she's got this income, I've got this income. You know, I can buy new phones and keep making new videos, and then I went and got a car, a car and stuff. Instead of just buying a used one, I bought a new one. And so I made these, instead of taking the promotion, making twice as much per hour, and then having YouTube still on the, on the side and stuff, like that was a mistake I made. I made a mistake of just going full-time YouTube, and then hoping that my wife didn't get laid off, which she did. Amazon KO33AS9. Amazon, the affiliates thing. Okay, so if you go to my YouTube channel and one of my latest videos, there's gonna be a link that takes you to Amazon, and it's gonna have a referral code in it. And that referral code, if you buy a $2,500 computer, I'll actually get like freaking 6% of it, or 5% or whatever. So it like, I could have a month where I get like $250 from Amazon, and then the next month I could get like $100. So if you use Amazon at all, go to one of my later videos, and in the link in the description you're gonna see a link. If you choose to replace your Amazon bookmark with that link, I will get a small percent, like 4, 5, 6% of whatever it is you purchase, and you'll forget you're even doing it. A buddy of mine, good friend of mine, for almost 7 years now, I've been using his, or 5 years now, I've been using his. And I just recently actually switched because a website I support was like, hey, here's ours, and I was like, I'll use someone else's for a change. So it's literally just a bookmark. Like, it's literally like an Amazon link. You click it in your bookmarks, and it has someone's referral code in it. And every time you order on Amazon, that person gets a little bit. So like this month, when I got mine, we got some new guinea pig cages, and we bought my daughter's Halloween outfit and my wife's Halloween outfit, and we got like hamster food on Amazon, and then just like, it's an Amazon gift card, and put it right back into it. This thing right here, this Acer Chromebook, I got a gift card from Amazon, and I bought this entire Chromebook with that gift card. So if you use Amazon, I'll link to it in the chat here. One second, I'm trying to pull it up. So go to the thing here, and I'll link to it in the description. Okay. It says, if you'd like to support my channel, here's my Amazon affiliate link. Like, there you go. I've had it in the description of all my videos. So let's copy that, and I will post it in the chat. There you go. That link right there in chat. It's pretty awesome. I like it. What do you do for work now? I work at a factory. It's boring. It's dumb. I stand in one spot and for 10 hours, and it sucks. It really sucks. But hopefully that's gonna all change here very soon. Will I be doing more root videos? I was at work And I was thinking about that because I stand in one spot and I do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for 10 hours. So I have a lot of time to think. And I was thinking it'd be a fun little project to go on Swappa. I'm not sponsoring them. I've never sponsored. I've never been. Whatever. It's just a website. You buy a used phone. And I was thinking, okay, maybe like I take $150 and I buy like a Note 3 or something. And then I show, like, okay, so for $150 you can get this phone. It no longer gets any updates. Here's how easy it is to flash it. Here's how easy it is to install this latest ROM from XDA that contains Android 7.0 on a phone that's 3-4 years old. That you can get for like $150. And I think that'd be a pretty fun project once I have an extra $150 laying around. Then, you know, like going on there, buying an older phone, flashing it, and then showing, okay, you can get the same speeds out of an overclocked flashed phone as you can a stock phone from today. Like I think that'd be something people want to see. Like, you know, if you're like me and you don't have $800-900 or even $500 to spend on a phone, so you go buy something that's, you know, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years old, flash it with a custom kernel and a custom ROM, overclock it a little bit, and now you've got something that can keep up with 2017 and then next year as well for like 150 or less. That'd be pretty cool. As far as the whole being in Canada thing, like there's a way to do, like Linus Tech Tips does it. Like you can do international, like one link fits all. Josh Bain, he's a good friend of mine. He's tried to explain it to me. I don't quite get it. Like you set up like a one link universal fits all thing, and then any person in any country that uses Amazon can use your referral or something. Do more reviews. Stefan, can you I'm doing great, Geek, Shraven, but can you like, what do you mean, like another review, like on like like after months and months of using it or something, like another review? Like, what are you trying to? It's been going on for 2 hours now. Ibrahim. Hey Stefan, what do you like? What do you like when you say a review of a phone? Like a Note 5 after 2 years review or something? Or I'm a grown man. I recently hit 30, so that's how old I am. I'm someone trying to figure their life out and what they're gonna do moving forward. I am average height. Like, I'm not short. I'm not tall. I'm right in the middle. I don't know what else to say. I mean, unless anybody else has anything they'd like me to cover. I'm pretty sure you can root a OnePlus. I mean, I rooted the OnePlus. I've been meaning to do what's on my Android, but I've been so discouraged, and like if I've got things planned for the day or something, I just don't. And then I'm trying to figure out, like, do I just use my coffee table and put, I don't know, like, am I depressed? No, I'm not depressed. I'm just trying to figure things out right now. That's all. Not depressed. Yeah, I am. I'm trying to answer questions quickly. The Moto Z? No, I haven't been able to check that out. Sorry. I will tell you what. When you have an extreme narcissistic mother whose only goal in life is to make everyone else's as miserable as possible. I mean, yeah, I was depressed for a very long time. I'm actually quite surprised I'm still here today. And I've thought about making a whole video on this, on topic of it. Like, I've had some pretty close calls with depression. But as far as, like, the last, like, several years, no issues. I'm completely separate from that side of the family. I don't have anything to do with her anymore. She's lost everything that she could manipulate. Like, her youngest daughter is no longer, she no longer has custody. You put a shotgun to your kid, like, you point a shotgun at your kid, you lose access to that kid. Like, she's psycho. Anyways, so yeah, as far like, it's funny you mentioned depression. Like, depression is something I struggled with for a very long time, but no, not in a long time. No, I'm good. Man, I'll tell you what. Like, this is real. Like, I'd get picked on at school. Like, I had no friends at all. Like, I had 3 friends, literally. Like, I could even give you their names, but I'm not gonna do that. Like, 2 guys and a girl that I was best friends with. And other than that, I didn't talk to anybody else. I talked to nobody, because I would get picked on, pushed around, and like I got my stuff in the thrift store, and people would always, you know, like, talk about that, and like it. I was picked on a lot, and I went home. I would go home from school crying, really depressed, hating and stuff. And one day I grabbed a steak knife, held it to my chest, and threatened to kill myself. And my mother, who is sitting in a chair, says, "Do it, get it over with. What's stopping you?" And I always thought for years I was too weak, just too weak to do it. And now that I'm older, I'm like, man, she would have, like, if I would have done that, she'd have said some really fucked up shit, right? As I was, like, giving my last breath. Like, you're gonna go to hell forever, enjoy eternity, blah, blah, blah. Like, she would have said some really fucked up shit. Like, as I was, like, you know, taking my last breath. And then she would have went upstairs, called 911, and been like, hey, you know, I just came downstairs, blah, 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 and this is, you know, whatever. And so, like, now that I'm older, I'm like, I can only imagine what she would have said to me as I was taking my last breath. So depression's nothing to laugh about. That's the worst part. Is like, my parents were separate. And I couldn't talk to my dad. I had no, you know, for all we knew is he didn't want anything to do with us. Didn't care about us. That's what we thought. Because that's how she wanted it. Anyways, one dude asked me about depression, and then there we go. Now you guys know a lot more than you probably should know. I was probably 15. 16? 15 or 16, somewhere around there. But all I know is, like, if you're getting hit at home, like, if you're having, like, if you're getting beat and like, you're going through anything like what I went through, say something at school or to anybody. Like, say something to somebody. That's all. That's my advice to you. If I would have said anything to anybody, I would have not been in that situation. I would have been somewhere else. I would have, you know, grown up in a much better environment. I don't have nightmares. I've never been banned from reviewing a product. No, I've not. The Aviator. I've not been banned from reviewing a product. I've had a couple times where somebody would send me something, and I'm like, look, I've been using this thing for like 2 weeks now. If I make a video on this, you're not gonna like it. It's gonna be like 9 negative things to every one positive thing, to like every one thing that's positive, and then and they're like, no, don't worry about it. Just either send the product back or keep it. Have a nice day, and then you don't hear from them again. But it's, you know, that's the truth. I can't recommend something. That little, like, I don't know if any of you watched the little white phone I got for free, the EA Sheen phone or something. That phone, now that I've had more time with it, I've learned if you have any apps that are like 40, 50 megabytes, you can only have like 2 or 3 of them, and it's like low storage. And the battery life on it's completely crap. And it's like, I can't, like, I can't recommend something like that. Yes, I have a car. What is behind the scenes of your videos? A table and some lights, and that's it. Well, right now it would be like a little different because I don't have any lights up. So for those of you tuning in, the streams are going on for a little over 2 hours now, and I'm going to end it here. So it's been fun, and I will next time. I don't even know. My dog's asleep. My dog passes out. Like let me show you my dog. So we had a family member spending the night here. So a blanket and there's a pillow. Don't freak out about a little bit of things being out of place. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My dog right there. Just doesn't sleep. I don't want to wake him up. I don't want to wake him up. He's asleep. Yes, thank you very much, King Tudir, for the time to for saying that. I really appreciate you. Your comments, and the Aviator, thank you very much for your comment as well. So let's end it there, and maybe we'll do this again this weekend or something. I might put something together that's like, hey, I will be streaming at this time on this day, and we will answer some more questions, and more people will hopefully attend. So have a good one. What's my car brand? It's a little Mitsubishi. Little bitty Mitsubishi. Hope to see you soon. Yeah, I hope to see you too. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Appreciate it. How do I, finish. Yes.